Now, foreign aid freezes by the U.S. government continue to attract harsh criticism globally. Former head of USAID's Africa Bureau, Almquist Knopf, has termed the move by President Donald Trump's administration inconsiderate, unprecedented, and one that bears a significant impact to thousands of vulnerable lives globally. According to Kate, Trump's directive, which was issued through an executive order, raises several legal questions. Her sentiments come at a time when over 260 staff working under USAID funded programs in Makueni County are staring at job losses by the end of the month. Safina Chengoma reports.
The global impact of the foreign aid freezes by the U.S. government continues to get worse, with the fate of thousands of staff working under USAID-funded programs remaining uncertain. Over 260 employees in Makueni County are staring at job losses, and 10 health facilities may close down should the U.S. government fail to rescind its decision.
Beginning end of last month, they are all supposed to be home, and they are catering on very serious issues on TB, HIV, and malaria.
According to Kate Almquist Knopf, who served at the helm of the U.S. government foreign aid agency for close to a decade, USAID has been caught up in a political fight seeking to restructure the federal government at the expense of thousands of vulnerable lives.
They are trying to reduce the overall deficit. They're trying to find savings for tax cuts. Unfortunately, I think some misinformation and misunderstanding about foreign assistance makes USAID on the front line of some of the efforts.
And while it's a normal procedure for any new administration to restructure its foreign policy, Kate says that the level of retraction by Trump's administration through the abrupt freezes of work and funding suggests a catastrophic future for USAID, its staff and beneficiaries.
That is a fairly ominous signal that may be the intention, and of course we've seen some comments from Elon Musk, who is leading this so-called Department of Governmental Efficiency, saying that he and the president have agreed on shutting down USAID.
Thousands of Americans staged protests at the state capital, Washington, D.C., and some cities in defense of the 6 decades USAID mission, which they accused Trump's administration of plotting to dismantle. Kate describes this as a game-changing moment and a shift from the U.S. foreign policy history, a history she hopes future administrations will relook and retrace.
Only Congress can change a federal statute. That's a pretty basic principle of our rule of law. And so if the agency exists in the statute, it's called the Foreign Assistance Act, then Congress must change that statute if they want to downsize it, if they want to reorganize it, if they want to eliminate it altogether. So it's highly controversial what the Trump administration is seeking to do to USAID through an executive order.
Kate has also expressed strong reservations with the involvement of billionaire Elon Musk, who is leading the Department of Government Efficiency within Trump's executive.
I think a bit unsettling, more than a bit, to be honest, in terms of just the breadth of the change that they're attempting to make in the federal workforce across a number of agencies. As I said, I don't think what's happening to USAID is just solely because of what USAID does. I think it is part of this broader push to overall reduce the size of the federal government and the budget. And he's just been given extraordinary space to do that.
And on allegations of the agency's involvement in corruption,
USAID is not a corrupt organization. It has extremely high standards of accountability and multiple oversight mechanisms. In fact, its requirements are so high that it can be difficult sometimes for local organizations to receive funding directly because of all of the requirements for oversight.
Kenya risks losing 80 billion shillings annually disbursed by the United States to fund critical programs in health, education, agriculture, food security, economic development, clean energy, among others. Safina Chengoma, Citizen TV.